If I told you to picture a custom 137-inch theater screen going into a room, you'd probably picture this massive, room-dominating slab.
Right, like something that requires taking out a wall just to fit it inside.
Exactly. But welcome to today's deep dive, where we're actually looking at a piece of engineering from the HDTVSupply catalog that is designed to do the exact opposite.
Yeah, it's designed to completely vanish.
Right, so we are unpacking the Draper profile plus fixed frame screen. And if you're out there trying to build a corporate boardroom, or maybe your dream home theater, this is going to show you what actually matters.
Because at this level, I mean, you aren't just buying a gadget, you're
No.
permanently altering a room's physical structure.
Oh, absolutely. And the first barrier here is just, well, purely physical. I mean, a 137-inch diagonal, which is 72.5 by 116 inches, that is a massive footprint.
It really is. And the source specs note this Draper frame series actually scales up to support image widths of 30 feet.
Wait, 30 feet. So trying to maneuver a rigid object that size up a stairwell is basically the ultimate moving day couch nightmare.
Pivot, right? Yeah, exactly, pivot. Which is why the logistics kind of dictate the engineering from step one.
Makes sense.
The screen ships completely unassembled. So instead of wrestling a giant rigid shape, the installation relies on this sliding hook and loop system.
Oh, so you pull the viewing surface taut over a lightweight modular aluminum frame right there on site.
You got it. It's all about surviving that journey from the loading dock to the final wall safely.
Right, because you can just carry those unassembled pieces into a standard elevator. No crane required.
Exactly. The engineers prioritize getting the canvas into the room just as much as how it functions once it's actually built.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit more. Once you actually get it on the wall, the goal is for the hardware to disappear.
Completely.
But looking at the source specs, the standard surface here is a basic white with a 1.0 gain. And it explicitly lists 1080p resolution support.
Right, which sounds a bit odd.
Yeah, like if you're already dropping serious money on a premium 4K or 8K projector, aren't you just creating a massive visual bottleneck with a 1080p rated screen?
Well, what's fascinating here is that the value isn't in multiplying resolution. It's actually in managing acoustics.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so this specific surface is the ClearSound NanoPerf XT1000V. It's acoustically transparent.
So instead of placing heavy speakers around the room, you just hide them directly behind the canvas.
Exactly. The NanoPerf surface has thousands of, microscopic holes punched right into the material.
Wow, thousands of them.
Yeah, and that physical mechanism lets the sound waves from your center channels pass right through without ruining the reflection of the projector's light.
That is so cool. So the dialogue physically originates from the actors' mouths on the screen, just like in a real commercial cinema.
Absolutely. And it pushes the illusion even further visually, too. The design uses these extruded aluminum baffles on all four sides.
Right, to anchor the material at the perimeter.
Yeah, creating a zero-edge, borderless look while keeping the total depth under 2 inches off the wall.
Under 2 inches. And I read it can even be configured as mullionless.
Yes. So if a corporate setup needs two of these giant screens side by side, they touch with zero separation.
So no black bars or mechanical gaps breaking the image, just a continuous wall of video.
Exactly, just pure image.
Well, engineering that seamless illusion obviously requires absolute precision, which I guess explains why getting one is a pretty intense commitment.
Oh, definitely.
Looking at the current pricing, it sits at $3,974, and that's actually discounted from a nearly $5,000 MSRP. Plus, it carries a 5-year warranty.
But there is a major catch in the source material.
Right, the disclaimer. This is a special order item, meaning it is strictly non-cancelable, non-returnable, and non-refundable.
Yeah, that non-returnable policy really underscores the reality of custom AV supply. I mean, at this tier, you aren't just picking consumer tech off a Best Buy shelf.
No, definitely not.
You're commissioning a structural element custom cut to the millimeter for your specific acoustic and visual environment.
So returning it makes about as much sense as trying to return a custom-cut granite kitchen countertop just because you changed your mind about the color.
That is the perfect analogy. You just can't do it.
Measure twice, buy once. Because once that order is placed, that hardware is permanently yours.
You're paying for invisible engineering, and that kind of engineering is permanent.
Ultimately, building a high-end setup really is this delicate balancing act of managing massive scale with hidden tech.
Absolutely.
But there is one detail in the source notes that kind of flips everything we just discussed on its head. This screen offers optional LED backlighting, which is commonly known as bias lighting.
Wait, so adding a halo of light to a screen that's engineered to be completely invisible.
Exactly. Think about the physics of that for a second. If you have a completely borderless, mullionless canvas sitting flush against a dark wall,
Right.
how might adding a glowing, diffuse halo of light behind it actually trick the human eye?
Oh, because it alters how your pupils dilate. Right.
Yes, it changes your brain's perception of the contrast and black levels on an otherwise flat surface.
That is wild. So a physical light source outside the frame actually deepens the perceived shadows inside the frame.
It's a fascinating neurological trick to ponder for your own home or office setup. Before you go knocking down walls, just remember the best technology isn't just what you see.
It's how it plays with your mind.